What is up, YouTube? It is Ghost Jason. I hope all is well on your end. Happy Monday, happy Planet Coaster Day. Working again on Sunville Amusement Park. And this time, this video is mainly dedicated to a restaurant idea that I had, because this park is kind of lacking in the food department, so I decided to add a barbecue style restaurant where it's all outdoor seating. You go to the stand, grab your food, and enjoy the picnic tables all throughout the area where the barbecue restaurant is at. Right now we are adding the main building where the cooks are going to prepare all the delicious hot dogs and sausages and all the barbecue deliciousness that will be served in. I decided to add a staff building there just so that our staff does not have to walk a very long way to take a break. And this is the point we're gonna make the building a little bit longer, so we're gonna add some angled roof style pieces. Decided to extend it out to give it a little bit more character that way. Go add the pitch roof right over there, pitch roof over here. Make sure you get all the angles correct. Decided to go for the steel roof as well. And then I'm going to put the awnings on for the designated shops that we have here. So yeah, you got the Pip Shop awning right over there. Then we got Professor Worse, we got Hot Dog Squad, and then we have a Gulpy over there. And it just looks really good. And also I added a Just Ribbon as well. I think I added Hot Dog Squad off video because I felt like it was needed. But this is a Just Ribbon. This area is mainly going to be for the barbecue ribs. That's what this restaurant is going to be mainly known for. The barbecue ribs. Yeah, just a little bit of a shorter video for today. There will be probably a video where we build another ride in the next video next week. Again, Rollick Planet Coaster on Mondays at 12 p.m. Central Standard or 1 p.m. Eastern. Check your local time zones to make sure you're always up to date. I always set a schedule up for the Planet Coaster videos, and getting used to YouTube scheduling videos now. Back then I used to just, okay, have the video uploaded and I just click publish whenever the time comes. But no, I'm getting better at understanding YouTube now than I used to, as well as doing videos like this where I pre-record something, talk to you guys while a time lapse is happening. So Planet Coaster is definitely a challenge of making this type of YouTube content, but you know what? I'm going full forward. I am completing this amusement park and adding the finishing touches to the roof of the restaurant. So what is this restaurant called? Well, if you know by the title, it's called Mad Hog Barbecue. I wanted something with the word mad, and I originally thought of dog, but I thought hog would probably be best because it is a barbecue place. It's kind of reminiscent of the newer style barbecue places where they have the mascot on them as well. So you go add some barbecue style lights to it where they have the ribs. And this is what this restaurant is mainly going to be known for, with the ribs. And all throughout, there's picnic tables with umbrellas, as well as there's going to be music playing around. I think it's the World's Fair America from the World's Fair pack. So, you know, I gotta love these World's Fair pack. I love all of the Planet Coaster packs. It adds so much more variety to your park. Decided to add a pipe that was sticking out of the building just so the smoke from the grill or the smoker will be able to insulate out, and there is the smoke right now. It's all about the little details, right? And even though I don't do the tiniest of details, I do the details where they matter. And here is the smoke from the smoker. And yeah, location-wise, it is right next to our Vekoma Boomerang. And And it's going to be in between the Boomerang and the Gerstlauer Infinity Coaster. That is basically going to be all close together, and there's not going to be much breathing room. But you know what? The Gerstlauer Infinity Coaster is supposed to be a look-alike of Hang Time and Knott's Berry Farm. So that's basically how I'm going to design the Gerstlauer Infinity. I thought about adding this detail into the building with the dirt heading on a little over to the ceiling, but it just doesn't work that way the way that I wanted, so I just left it alone. Decided to add some insulation, some air conditioning as well. Just have these giant air filters that stick out of the wall. I'm gonna add it onto the building. I thought it looked nice. Definitely more realistic, more windows going up. And there you go, that is our building. Right now we're going to be working on the sign and the logo of the restaurant as we build out the Mad Hog sign right now. And these are all Theme Maker Toolkit lettering, by the way. I do have some elements of Theme Maker Toolkit because it just makes it a little bit easier. If I were to give advice for the Theme Maker Toolkit, I think the texts are okay. But there's some Theme Maker Toolkit items that just take too much framework, and it's just going to make your FPS in the actual game a living nightmare. So be cautious of what you use in the Theme Maker Toolkit is all I'm going to say. We add Mad Hog to the sign, and then I look over to the small font, and we're going to spell out the word barbecue. I realized that I did not have the letter Q, so I went to go and pick that up real quick. It took me a few minutes from the time lapse, but here we go. B, and then I went over to Steam and find the letter Q, excuse me. I'm still waking up, by the way, so... Oh man, didn't have my energy today. So, went on Steam, quickly grabbed the letter Q, and then we put it up here on the sign. And now how are our guests gonna know that this is Mad Hog Barbecue without looking at the building? Well, we are going to be adding a sign. Here's the key right now. We're going to be adding a sign to the side, and this sign is going to have a giant pig mascot, an angry pig mascot, I will say. And we're going to head on over to the recently added edition. We're going to be putting in the B, and then the Q right over here. And then off to the side, we're going to build our pig mascot, making sure everything that the letters are aligned. Decided to use the shapes that are used in the scenery area. A pink circle along with some eyes right over here. 1 and 2. And then we come to the eyebrows. Get that angry looking eyebrow look right there. I like the look of this pig, I will say. I don't know what kind of drove me to make it like the way that this mascot is, but you know what? I think it looks great. Add a little bit of character to the restaurants by adding a character. Getting the second eyebrow on the character right now. I don't know if I want to name the pig mascot for the barbecue place. It's just kind of there. But I would imagine if Roadhog from Overwatch ran a barbecue shack, he would call it Mad Hog. We are adding some eyes, adding the pupils of the pig, make it a little bit dark blue. Then we get to the ears, just like that. Those were a little bit bigger ears, made them a little bit smaller. That's a pretty good size to me. And also, guys, in this video, I am going to be heading over to the other side of the park, right around where the wooden roller coaster is, Lumberjack, and doing some detailing around there in just a matter of minutes. But I decided to add some details to the ears and make them a little bit darker of a pink. Add one side, add to the other, and it looks great. We're gonna add the mouth now. Decided not to detail the mouth too much because I didn't really have the energy to detail the mouth that much, but you know what, just a simple darker shade of pink will do the job perfectly. And then we just put in, I tried to put in teeth, but with the way that the curve is, it's probably not going to blend in too well. And there you go, Mad Hog Barbecue, right over there. Decided to move the BBQ a little bit closer up. And then here you go, we have our logo. Just center it up as perfectly as I can, because it doesn't. I can't really find the center, so I think it looks center enough. Pick up the sign itself, and then we're gonna move it to the front, right around there, and then we're gonna add some scaffolding, just so the sign can be fully supported. And I will say the snap adjust on this is quite weird. I will say that, but I eventually got it to where I want it to be, and then finally decided just to mess with the toggle just so I can get it right. You go, we turn the sign to align it right, and then it's all a matter of toggling it up and placing the sign just like that. And it looks great. Adding some lighting now, just so that the sign can be lit up at night. And there you go. It's probably hard to see the letters at night, but you know what? It's probably going to do the job justice. And then I toggled around with the sign to see what's the best angle for it. Ultimately decided to stick it here in the corner of the walkway. Alright guys, I'm going to leave you guys for a few minutes while I build the rest of the barbecue joint, and when I come back, we are going to be working alongside Lumberjack and see what else I've added there, so I'll be right back. Alright, so I have returned, and as you can plainly see, we are near the Wind Roller Coaster Lumberjack, where I have added the Grand Carousel to the mix, because every amusement park has to have a carousel, right? At least once. You gotta have a carousel in your park. And I did not add the queue when I put in the carousel. I added the carousel like a couple days after the footage you're about to, or not after, before the footage you're about to see. So I decided to add a small little queue, and then we're gonna do our best to make it look pretty by adding flowers, some plants, as well as a little bit of statues. I went with some carriage horse statues to put around the Grand Carousel just to make it look a little more grand. More flowers over here, and I thought, why not talk about what can you expect for the upcoming episodes of the series. And I've ultimately decided that, yeah, Planet Coaster is going to be coming up on Mondays, but in April, it's probably going to be my busiest month because I have so much going on. We do have Easter, which is something that my family does. We always have a lot going on in and around Easter and after Easter as well. But I'm also traveling in the month of April, right around the end of April. I'm going to be traveling. I'm actually going to Orlando, actually. Going back to Orlando, first time in Orlando in 2023. And I will be there, hopefully, when Tron Light Cycle Run does open up. And I'm hoping it does. I hope it doesn't get delayed. And I'm hoping to get my first ride on the roller coaster. And I'm hoping that I actually do fit in the roller coaster because I am a pretty big guy. But if I don't fit on the light bikes or the light cycles, I'll just sit in the back row, which will be okay. Adding some umbrellas now for shading because it does get hot over here at Sunville. So I want to make sure our guests cool off from the sun because there's not a lot of shaded area, I will admit, so hanging in the queue would probably be nice. Carousel area looking really good. If you guys have a name suggestion for the Grand Carousel, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. And we decided to continue landscape around the Insanity ride. And I hope you guys like the hexagons that I do have around the flat ride. I think it might be too much, but I'll always go back and update these rides as we go along. And also in April, guys, there's like a lot of video game stuff coming out as well. We got Meet Your Maker coming out at the beginning of April. In the beginning of April, excuse me. I lost my train of thought for a second. And also, in video game, but not really video game, more like movie, Super Mario movie coming out right before Easter as well. I'm looking forward to go and watch that. And whenever I do build another amusement park, I want to incorporate Nintendo property as well. So maybe watching the Super Mario movie will give me that inspiration that I need. Maybe we'll build if I ever do build a Studios park, we'll build my own Super Nintendo world. You never know, but you know what? That's blue sky for now. Blue sky projects that could happen, but realistically, most of them don't really happen. Adding more bushes around. I don't know if I mentioned in the episode where we built the one roller coaster, we called it Lumberjack, but that's the name of the roller coaster, Lumberjack. And I thought it was a really good name. You know, nothing too big or crazy. More trees around there, might be moved around. The next episode, we are going to be focusing on the log flume. I think this will be the next episode. We'll just focus on the log flume. Because I've said in the past that I wanted to work on the log flume, but I had the idea for the barbecue shack and just wanted to get it out of the way. And we're finally going to fill in that corner between the restroom and the carousel, put in a giant oak tree, as well as decorate it around. And if you guys want to follow me on my socials, I have Twitter, I have Twitch. The Twitch and Twitter are linked down in the description. And if you guys want to see more Planet Coaster content, feel free to hit the like button. And if you're not subscribed and you come back on the regular, why not hit the subscribe button? You're coming back anyway. And as we add the final few bushes and plants all throughout the park, thank you guys so much for watching this episode, and I hope to see you all next Monday for more Planet Coaster. And the next time, I'll see you guys soon. Take care, stay safe, love you all, bye.